Right. Phone mute before that.
I just already hit start. Hey
Okay.
guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Pika.
Hey.
And today we're going over kind of a loose follow-up to our Joker Mask lesson, where we're going over Lobo and the Mask. I mean, okay, Joker and the Mask is one thing. That feels like it's almost too perfect, but this here, this is something where you're like, oh good God, oh no. Because this is pretty much this is the comic book Mask. More so than how he was even in the Joker crossover.
So we're going with all those violent shenanigans that the mask can pull off, and the Lobo's durability and other violent responses.
Exactly. But maybe first you can already tell Doug and Monkey, great artist as always. I mean, you've already talked about him of his work and the Under the Hood and all that.
Yeah, and through so many opportunities. Yeah, it's also it is the drawing and there's a coloring also, which also brings a different charm to it. Like look at the shading also done in the coloring here. It looks a lot dirtier and darker than how it was done in those other stories.
Yep, pretty much. But yeah, Manhattan. Christ, I didn't even make enough to get a decent meal. Ira Staub has had a long, fruitless day at work, and he's looking for a little overtime. Hold on, is that a steak dinner I see hobbling across the street? And hey, Grandma, looks like that purse is slowing you down some. Let me lighten your load a bit. Oh, mercy, please be careful with that knife. Relax, Granny. Just hand over the dough and nobody will get hurt. I wouldn't be too sure about that dirtbag. Oh yeah, cops dressing up like old ladies.
That's
more of a comic booky thing. I don't, going that far.
Yeah, that was how South Park did this. Well, much more extreme than this.
Right. But yeah, they lost sight of him as the guy's hiding, and there's the mask. That is how it looks like in the comics. This more gem-like mask, not the wooden one.
Oh yeah.
Yep, on yesterday. Definitely not Manhattan. I know. Are you sure this is the same Lobo I asked you to retrieve, Eldwit? Yes, Chairman Moosegroff. His visual ident stats his voice frequency. Even his pore pattern and bone density specs all match up. This is he, sir. Well, nevertheless, I would like to hear it from this fellow himself. Are you indeed the renowned Lobo bounty hunter, non-parallel, feared by outlaws in the quadrant of the universe? Fracking A, right, I am. Hey, I thought you guys said there was girls at this party. No, he doesn't care where he's at. Party? He said he was on holiday, sir. Lying to him was the only way we could get him to come with us. Mr. Lobo, this is not truly a party. What? No, hear me out, good fella. You see, before you, a veritable scourge of the galaxy. He is more like a cosmic disease than a man, a blight upon all life that should have the misfortune to impede his havoc-wrecking progress across the stars. The creature with no name has 1. Plundered a dozen worlds. 2. Massacred entire governments. 3. Destroyed several starfleets. Okay. So he's got him. Okay. So he's got ambition. What are you trying to do? Give me an inferiority complex? Oh, no. We represent a consortium of affected worlds who would like to see this terrorists apprehended. No fragging way, Muzama man. I told you boys, I'm on vacation. I don't get me much time, so I take my R&R real serious like. I'll be back to work in a couple of weeks. If you're still alive, give me a call. That's for lying me about the party, you stinking Kurachara. did I forget to mention we're offering a bounty of 1 billion credits? That'll do it.
Yeah, put Doctor Evil meme there.
Yeah, but 1 billion credits. Who knows what that is in Earth money?
Oh, damn, that's right. Because it could. Yeah, that's another South Park reference. Or no, actually, yeah, this was before South Park got that far, but you could see
Yeah.
that.
But basically, the guy didn't soon find like, say, this is fine. I bet Lenny and the fence would give me at least $50 for a quality piece like that. Looks like the night's not ain't a total loss. But I love it. This way, man. Our infrared scares that picked up the psychopath Pacific heat trail leading right into this alley. You wouldn't think that aliens from across the galaxy would speak English, but there you have it.
Mm.
I love when people do playful captions like that.
Yeah, it's also like, is it the narrator talking or are the internal monologue from the
It's the
POV
editor.
character?
It's the editor in this case.
Mm.
But yeah, the guy's running, and then something about the mask. So when he looks at the backside, it glows. So he's like, "What the? Boys, or whatever you are. Which one of you diaper-sniffing, bed-wetting, powder-puffing dolly dolls want to be the first to see his colon from the inside?" An airless surface missile launcher, lifetime supply of spare parts for my hog, a waterbed filled with pricey hooch. I'll have a security coalition we have a security coalition tracking your quarry, facilitating your job somewhat. Damn, what am I thinking? The billion credits? I could buy me a fragging island somewhere. This will give you the coordinates of their last transmission from the Terran system, I believe. Yeah.
Scram.
Scram. Yeah. Mr. Lobo? Mr. Lobo, can you hear me? Yeah? Hey, watch that hand if you want to keep it on your wrist. I'm sorry. It seems to me as if you might have been daydreaming. Nah, I was just planning my strategy for the coming battle. Now, don't worry about a thing, boss. The main man's on the job. So start counting up my money, Muzzy. He fried him. He fried him.
Ooh.
But yeah, of course, they're all like, "Yep, I'm not sure. He appears less threatening. Oh, so I'm a Nancy boy, is that it? Well, maybe this'll scare you. Or this, Department of Immigration. Or how about this? Of course, you can't judge a book by its cover, but who's got time to read these days? Boom!
Crack.
Yep.
Oh.
Fire! How depressingly depressingly predictable. If you want a gag done right, you monster, you foul-reeking, detestable, dung heap, you rat-hearted, pus-filled, gangrenous canker. Well, I don't like to brag. No argument. You simply must stay for dinner.
And that's just.
And that's inside him.
Oh.
Again, see what I mean? This is how zadier this is.
Yeah. And then it hits you that the comedy stops and the horror begins when you know that that's gonna be a fate worse than death in a slow as an actual slow death.
No, I'm not drunk. Some kind of flying saucer landed on top of my backup car. I want a blue and white out here ASAP. Yes, Lieutenant Ermath. I must have been on the right trail. That's gotta be the ship that's tailing my bounty for me. Yo, Granny, maybe you can help me out. You want to see where the mooks that was driving this here jalopy went? Holy jumpy Moses, it's some kind of alien freak. Whoa, Clyde. I'd say that's a case of the outhouse calling the sewer stinky. My backup's here already. We got you now, E.T. Is that a fact? Ah, freeze! Frag off! I see the locals ain't gonna be much help. Guess I just gotta keep my eyes peeled for anything unearthly like. Not bad, but I think tomorrow I'll try Mexican. Help! Now that guy don't look like he's from around here. See, this here's what you got and get when you send amateurs to do a Bastich job. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my teeth. And who's that? It's a warhead, you fragging, with your fragging name on it. That's who. Fetal gives. Look at you scrawny geek. This is gonna be the easiest billion creds I'll ever make. Put him up. And so the two combatants meet in a dark and bloody trench landscape, so perfectly suited to the coming Titanic battle that one might almost believe it had been invented for just that purpose. Of course. But for both mighty warriors, there is no place in other time. There is nothing else in the world but here, now, and a worthy opponent. Each knows down to the very smelly soles of his feet that he may not survive this colossal confrontation. But when tempers flare, when blood boils, when burgers grill, and when cheese melts, I think it's going pretty good, don't you think? Intermission. What do you think of the production so far, dude? Show me the bar, man. Please show me to the bar. Kids, don't try this at home. Oh, he's sucking the beer up his nose. Oh, watch what you're doing, you lowbrow brute. You're standing on my foot. And now I'm tweaking your nose right now. Ow! And I'm showing you how we used to make we used to make a vanity and blind back in the old days. Oy vey! You can't do that. Ah! Excuse me, you savage. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, I forgot what the story's about, man. Me too. But don't sweat it. They cater for dudes like us. The story so far. What if they got any naked chicks? The story so far. And again, just give a summary. But hello, this is the editor editor Bad Dan Raspler. Our Cutie and Grand didn't come up with much of a story, so I'm afraid you're going to see a whole lot of absolute gratuitous violence. Ah! You get what I mean here?
Okay, yeah, it's just acknowledges that let's just push two action figures together like this, and that's the story.
Yep. But pretty much you have two unstoppable Bastiches. So you hear and you think you're a hard Bastich, huh? So you think you're a hard Bastich, huh? I'll soon show you the error of your way. I'll soon show you the error of your way. I'll pound you and you flattered at a fragging potato pancake. Wait, will you stop repeating everything I say? I said shut the frag up! Rubberman, eh? No sweat. I know 50 ways to kill a Bastich. Like I can make a choke, folk, snap his fragging neck jack, squeeze the ghost and throat, and pity you can't sing bing. Hey, how the hell did you do that? Hey, never mind answering, because I don't really care. Let's just see how versatile you are, you stretchy geek. And sayonara, Gimbo. Multiply the coefficient linear expansion by the speed of the cab, dude, allowing for wind chill and potential torque. I friggin' you're ready to snap. Snap right about now. Easiest money I've ever made. The aliens must have crud for brains, paying out $1 billion smackaroonies for Mr. Listed and Fan Fraggantastic. Fetal kids, how the frag? Oh yeah, boink! Fetal kids, how the frag do you do that? Rhetorical question. Whoops. Now, as I was saying, how much booze and sex can you get for $1 billion creds? And should I buy a private island to enjoy them on? Huh? Would you believe that skinny Bastich got me from behind the fragging grave? Holy fraggaroli! You ain't welcome to these parts, stranger. This is Hell Cabbie's turf. I'll give you hell. Sucks and spaz frag and shell, strawhead. And there's the other guy. New York's usually crawling with heroes, right? You can't go out for pizza without falling over some mutant or metahuman. You think they'd be over here and out there now using their powers to try and stop these two psychotic maniacs from killing each other and destroying the city. So where are they all? Just remember, I'm doing Hawaii. Good time to have that, and good time to have that colonic surgery. European vacation. Sister's getting married. Nice little dry cleaner over the river. On party about 100 miles upstate. Call yourselves heroes, huh? Huh? Heroes, huh? Oh, they all attacked him.
Alter
Want to play chicken, huh? I do declare. I say I do declare I do. I do it. You're chicken. You're chicken. Federal Express. This is it, creep. I'm finished going easy on you, you bloody soap pate. Hell's Cabby fears no one. No man, no dog, no biscuit. And gonna work up a little speed for this one. I got grenades, nail bomb, plastique, and a half-ounce of real hot chili pepper. What's your answer to that, goomball? A Hell's Cabby gridlock buster. And kaboom! Guys and gentlemen, this is the 86th, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 86th floor where we can take the power LV right to the top. 5-minute photo op before we hit the heights, everybody. Beg pardon, babe. I wonder where that slippery Bastich got to.
Ooh.
Right, that'll be 175, please. Oh, and he killed the guy. Sure, Clyde. Keep the change. Creep must have had a little consideration. I'm gonna have to go up there and retrieve his scurvy body. But it'll be worth it in the end. Still thinking about it like, boom! I can't stand it any much longer. I've been cooped up in the body of this giant ape for centuries, going slowly insane. Fetal Frankenstein, this creep's making a monkey out of me. I've long since forgotten all the social graces. I have no friends, nobody to tuck me up, and mommy to tuck me up safe at night. I prowl the rooftops of the world, aching for my lush green jungle. Oh, how I long for someone to talk to. But all I can say is, Grah! You big ape, you'll know what trouble means now that you've tangled with the main man. Food. Food. By the way, I left a small gift in your gizzard. 2 mini nukes on a 10-second fuse. Just long enough for me to get clear. At least I would be if I had any friggin' limbs left. I ain't finished with you yet, dude. Not by a long way. It's yours party, stupid. Now, I'm gonna have to wait till my body regrows itself. Why couldn't you die easy, like some normal creep? You're some kind of perv or something? Sticks and stones will break my bones, so names will never hurt me. That's so. Well, how about these butt-faced, strong-wit, geekatoid, amateur doodling sirs? Water off a duck's back. You two on these. Colin breath, spleen face, shin's head. What? Nobody calls and says that to me, you foul-mouthed fragging feet. Supporting sore features, fart brain, cutesy boy, bastard. I, of course, don't have to hassle for waiting for a new body to grow. Huh? I'm 58. What you doing? I'm gonna teach you a lesson, you naughty boy. I'm gonna make you eat your words. What's that? You're a sporting student. Then let's play ball. You're a tough nut, don't you? Yep, but I'm not the tough nut you're looking for. What do you mean? I think you must actually want my last odor. Odor? What are you dabbling about? I'm a mask. See? Cool. Give me a shot, man. You have enough on your face already. Now, the guy that's wearing me isn't that big a Bastich, and he certainly isn't any ultimate Bastich, but my last boat owner, he was a tough one and no mistake. Perhaps you and I can come to some sort of arrangement. So here's the deal. You tell me where this ex-owner is, I go frag him, and I give you 20% of the reward. He's a real tough guy. You'll probably need me to help you out. What say I tell you where this ex-owner is? We both go frag him, and you give me 10% of the reward. Done. Dead. Chump. I eat dog waste. Kick my butt. So, what did you think of that first issue?
I don't know. There is a premise, yeah, I see, but maybe it's still like an ongoing premise. It's like unfinished that they had to like fill some of those holes with the editor literally talking to the readers and saying, yeah, there should be something here, but instead we're gonna explain why it's not here.
But the fact that this fits both characters. This fits. Lobo is this. They're both these quacky, uber, ultra violent, nearly indestructible. Because basically, the mask is Toon physics incarnate without any of the. But it only applies to him, no one else. That makes it. You get what I mean by that, right? It's basically Toon physics incarnate, but only to himself. Anyone else isn't so lucky. Whereas Lobo is the ultimate 90s anti-hero.
Yeah, it's basically like a gag character versus the super strong serious character or
super strong parody character. Super strong.
Yeah, so strong parody character. It's
yeah.
It's kind of like how Dragon Ball Super had that one episode where Doctor Lump characters with just appearing and Vegeta getting his ass handed by Arale.
Yep. But Noble been hired by an alien race, doo-dah, to waste the ultimate Bastich face. Oh, doo-dah day, the Bastich partner, or so he thinks. Doo-dah, but that's turning out to be a jinx. Oh, doo-dah day, gonna frag on a day, gonna Mabel day. You can bet your butt, and the Bastich won't get away.
Did Lobo put on some weights between the scenes?
That's a joke. He sometimes had this larger, wider look sometimes.
Huh.
Shape up, gang. Lobo the Mask are heading this way. According to Killer K, who got it from Mad Frackin' Pie, who saw them butcher 1,000 outlaws on Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Excellent! They think that I'm the ultimate bastard. They're on their way to waste us for the $1 billion cred reward. What do you mean, boss? They think you're the ultimate bastard? But they're on their way to waste us. You're my gang, ain't ya? We've done lots of bad things, and the reason we'll stick together. Don't stand and dare to my reason, boss. I'm fighting these guys. Me neither. They're stone killers. I'm out of here. And here they come. I love it. They just abandoned him. That's funny. Just looking at it like, yeah, but they're like, we're out of here. And are you sure that this guy's the ultimate Bastich? Sure, I'm sure. That's what you said the last 5 times. Better safe than sorry, right? All right, let's get this mother wrapped and picked up for that fat buck reward. Yeehaw! That's the guy we want. That's the guy we want. I know him anywhere. Let's see what you made of, Bastich. That's your best man, you ain't even the penultimate Bastich with Panty Lighter. Moves like that. 2, 5, 6, and 6, 0. We support the main man Bo. Oh, it's 2, 4, 6. Oh, we support the main man Bo. And Lobo. Quit putzing around. Is this him? It looks like him and it smells like him, but it's not him. He's a damned imposter. Talk, Buster. Where's the real ultimate Bastich? How the hell do I know? What'd the creep say? Exactly what we want to hear. He told me precisely where to find our quarry. He's just taking him around for a ride.
That actually makes another thing that Lobo was sent to hunt down someone, and then he ran into Mask. So his initial target is
someone.
Is he just someone who is pretty just?
We'll get to it. We'll get to who the ultimate target is. There actually is. It's a twist. It's a good twist. Look, you thief. This is the 6th guy you told me was the Bastich. I've killed thousands of folks, and every time you say, sorry, I got it wrong, I can't help it. My time with the previous owner was highly traumatic. No wonder I'm confused. Then give me that fragging mask and I'll find him. We made a deal. I thought Lobo was a man of his word. True enough, dude. That chump I could give you any other clues? He said we're gonna need real big armaments. On their way to Doodah went to Doodah, leaving lots of dead man and dead bad man. Oh, Doodah day. Gonna bash all day, gonna trash all day. You can bet your butt that the bad it's finally going to pay. Heavily fortitude, but fear not, and pard, we can be in and out with minimum fuss. Cool. Maybe I misjudged you, man. You're gonna earn your 10, that is your 5% of the reward. Yeah, he don't care about the money. The mask doesn't. This is almost too easy. Intruder alert. Lobo Chef once again, doo-da, doo-da. He'll wise up, but we wonder when, oh, doo-da day. Guess you thought that was funny, huh? Wasn't it? Look at your face when the alarm went off. I like a joke as much as the next dude. In fact, I like a joke more than the next guy. But you gotta learn and keep your butt off the pillow. Let's see what we got here. Bad guy detector. Just what the doctor and the desk doc ordered. I ain't taking no more chances. You said it. I'll do the shooting. On setting 139 alpha beta super. Sorry, wrong setting. Try 138 beta gamma hammer. Let's try one more time. Never mind. You know, I'm really beginning to wonder about you. If we ever want to catch this guy, there's only one thing for it. Bring on the heavy-duty ordnance. I programmed it with everything I know about our target. We're absolutely certain to get him this time wherever he is. Chain reactor, huh? Wonder why they call it that. It probably reacts with chains or something. But enough gassing. Prepare to fire. No growing boys got to have their fun. Doo-da, doo-da. But they never should have fired that gun. Oh, doo-da, day.
Boom, boom, boom.
Man, we destroyed the whole fragate system. Oops. They hunted the sun god everywhere. Doo-da, doo-da. Tracked him and killed him in his lair. Oh, doo-da day. Then they killed the moon god too. Doo-da, doo-da. A nice kind of a guy like me and you. Oh, doo-da day. Go to bash all day. Go to smash all day. And there don't seem to be no bad guys left. They fragged them all away. That's him. That's the ultimate. That's him. That's the ultimate Bastich. Whoops. Wrong again. The rib of the whole of the toughest bar in the universe. There's nowhere left to look. The ultimate Bastich must be here. This is your last chance, Gecko. If he ain't here, this partnership is sundered, and likewise your body. Oh yeah, says who? Says me. Who? You? Me. Not me, you? You? I thought it was me. Enough of this crapola. Let's just go inside and have a nice, peaceful drink and check everything out. No insults, no provocations, no starting, no fracking fights, right? Your every wish is my command, oh master. I say this feels more like the plot is going a bit more here, even though it's still spinning in circles. That's the point.
Yeah, like it was all padding until it reaches here.
Well, but again, it's an internal padding. It's internal padding because, of course, the mask would, you know.
Yeah, I suppose that makes that. Yeah, that's the character moving the story.
Yeah, exactly. The character's moving the story, but it's a way you can mistake it for the plot moving the character. Oh, bounty hunter kills men for money, and he's maybe after you. Psst, he says you don't wash your frillies. And hey, man, you want this booze or Yep, him. Oh. What's up, Doc? You know, Clyde, I kind of like you. I like the way you're always causing trouble. It's beginning to impinge on this job, and hence my likelihood of picking up that very attractive billion creds. You're right. I've just been stringing you along. Fatal mistake, Charlie. Nobody treats the main man like a stooge. Where are the stooges, wise guy? Yeah, yeah. So cut the cackle. See, cackle, eh? And you ain't got, you have that for nothing, wise guy. My page is at an end, dude. Give me the stupid math. Don't be ridiculous. It stays where it is. Oh yeah. What if I kill the chump that's wearing it? Impossible. He who wears the mask can never die. That's so. Yep. You're one tough egg, Clyde. Guess this calls for a change of tactics. Chew on this. It's a little something I picked up at the weapons depot. A guilt grenade. Tough luck. I don't feel guilty about anything. Maybe not, but I bet the chump that's wearing it does. Ain't that right, guy? Yeah, you in there. I don't believe this. I'm crying. Beginning to feel a little ashamed of what you've been up to. Like maiming, mayhem, madness, murder, multiple murder, mass fragging murder. Sheesh, you've ragged your way around half the fragging universe. Oh man, what would your old mother think of you now? Mommy! Yeah, Bobby. What would that poor old bat think if she could see the bucket of blood you've been spilling, the lives you've been dismembering, the kids who've become orphans because you killed their daddies, you wicked, wicked bastard? I'm sorry, Bobby.
Oh.
All right. You made your boy. Get this up and get me off this creep. Hey, at last, I got the fragging dingus. And indeed it was so. The main man had the fragging dingus. He held it up to the light, rotating it slightly, the better to appreciate its eerie ancient beauty. So this is the mask, huh? Hypnotic little bastard, ain't ya? I got this terrible urge to put the fragger on. The dingus itself wasn't all that unhappy. It had more than an inkling of what was to come. Oh yes, it also had a new wearer. And so this is the main man. Ugly bastard, ain't you? But I have this terrible urge to put you on. Listen up, you fee-butt dweebs! I want my Bobby. What is it? Holy hallelujah! Would you look at that? I don't believe it. Ultimate Bastich, huh? I'll give you your ultimate fragging Bastich. I frag it, and then I'm gonna, and if that ain't enough, I frag it. Oh crap!
The double standard of censorship. You can have as much violence as you can, but no swearing. No swearing.
But I love the point of this just being like.
Oh.
Say, handsome, ain't we met before? Not likely, honey. You sure? There's something awfully familiar about your face. I'm almost positive I've seen it somewhere else. Nah, it's always been here, right on the front of my head. And did you see how fast he killed them and mothers? That's why I say we got to jump him. And now, while he's starched with that puppet show of his. And hey, what you getting whispering about back there? You're planning to do the main man in, is it? And, what are you gonna do about that, boss? Guess. Oh! But yeah, they're all heading into the black hole. Surprise! Say, could you call me a cab? I think my ride just left. So at least he left the guy alive. Brother, monitors monitor indicate a vessel is about to emerge from the phase space zone nearby. An unfortunate victim of a black hole, but lucky enough to survive the experience. So it would seem. The poor sentient transported many light years from his point of origin will be injured and disoriented. Quickly, brother, we must be prepared bombs and bandages. And after a calming poetry reading, we can explain to him. Damn, I'd like to try that right again. Yeah, we could do that. Only we had to trail the bounty. Jabber and Judas. I almost forgot. We should be looking for the Scratcher who was wearing this mask before the Scratcher who was wearing it before I was. That's right. So if we want that billion credit, we better get moving, Clyde. Pally, in my world, that kind of coverage just don't split two ways. However, the search is stalled in the starting gate when, where the hell is everybody? It's like a stinking ghost town here. I'm trying to go for a mixture of Lobo and Mask. I'm trying to. Just like the other cities in this mudball. It's not finding nobody this way. You looks like a loose to me. My uncle says I'm supposed to hurt any lootas as I find and everybody's away. How's about I misspotting you, Pinky? I'm good, so I'm gonna have to hurt you. Is what I'm gonna have to. Now, I don't mean to badmouth your uncle, but I wouldn't try that if I was you. Your uncle didn't tell you nothing about this, did he? No, she sure didn't. Get off me, you guys! You're killing me! You should be so lucky, spit for brains! Uncle Louie, help! Oh, they're playing a Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And probably of Mouse and Men also, because that's the... What's the...
George and Lenny?
Yeah, Lenny. Yeah.
Yep, I'm not supposed to tell anybody that. Not nobody. Salts me, sports. I'll just read your mind. Considering what a simp you are, it ought to be short and short-read. Indeed. Of course, he means simp as in simpleton.
Yeah, that's...
Everybody's at the feel-good games, they is. All right, girls, let's move. The feel-good games instead of the goodwill games. Yeah, that ought to do the trick. Every jamoke in the fraggot citizens here of this game. Prime place to start by Satan! And that's an awful nice hat, Dad. This is the Sultan of Kitless, whose hat you have seized. Then he can afford a new dang lid, can he? Shoot him! Security breach at the entrance, 31... yes. I think you're starting to see where the plot is, right? Because look at what all Lobo's been doing. Oh, he even shoots his own eyes. No! Those opposed? The eyes have it. And okay, clown, lap it up. You're gonna, and you go and having fought in another second. Just a little to the right, Stoish. I did it. That's right. I did what nobody else could. I'm a hero, a big hero. And my father said I'd never amount to anything. You sure showed the old bastard, didn't ya? What do you know? These games really do make you feel good. But now that I really look at this hat, it's way too showy for me. And now I'm bored. Time to bail, I'd say. Now, where'd I leave that bike? You smell. And worse than this is impossible. Yes, my meaning is bloodlust, sated, and away he will go. He basically, the guy wrote that there to trick him to send him off. Perhaps, my lord, but I doubt it. Where are you? Come out, you future little crane-scrawling pug! You don't, and I swear, you don't, and I swear I'll rip apart every planet that's home to every slab who comes to these punkin' games. And so he does. His vengeance is it. Look at the face. Look familiar?
Yeah.
His vengeance is an insatiable engine fueled by burning rats, generating a boundless galactic nightmare. Seas of blood soak the soils of 1,000 nations, while worlds are left lifeless save for trillions of feasting maggots. The stars weep in its wake. It's a bad scene, which becomes an even worse hangover. Oh, this looks like Earth. How'd I end up here? Wait a second. It's all coming back to me. Fetal giz. What and why'd I do all that? Holy fraggarooly, this here mask made me. I thought I was using the dingus, but it was using me all along. Not that I didn't have fun, but the point is the main man ain't nobody's flunky. Not more and once anyways. You're getting the idea. I might as well forget the bounty. Wouldn't be surprised if the bastard I'm looking for. Hey boy, and hey Bo, is some little midget made into a super badass by that lousy mask. It takes a while, but then you're saying when I flew into that black hole, I passed through some sort of time warp across the universe and a month back in time, give or take. So you came from the future. While you was wearing that mask, you did all that stuff in the past that I was hired to stop in the present. Frag me. All the time I've been hunting myself. Kind of figures so. Who else could be the ultimate Bastich? And according to you, this other masked character is impossible to snag. Thing is, how can we collect the billion creds now? You fogwit! And I'm fragging innocent! Him! He's the one you want! I don't know. This creature's appearance differs from what I recall. Listen, Buzzy Boy, I chased all over the fragging universe before I finally found this Bastich. I guarantee he's your man. And if that ain't good enough for you, Bo, you son of a I'll get you for this. Not exactly an easy gig, but hard work and has its rewards. And I got a new hog out of the deal to boot. Of course, I feel kind of bad doing that to the other Bo. Yeah, right. In the meantime, best others. Well, I'll give that Lobo fellow 10 more minutes, but if he doesn't show, I'll just have to start without him. And that's it.
Okay, so let's see. Lobo was hired. He ran into the mask wearing some poor guy. They fought. They teamed up with some stuff. They ended up at the black hole. Lobo went through the black hole and went.
What's the mask? Wearing the mask.
Yeah, when the mask
A month back.
few months back, then went on
a killing spree because someone insulted him.
Yeah, and then came
It was
out of
him
it.
all along. It was him all along.
Yeah, took the mask off, and ran into a past version of himself.
Of course, how did it all start then if he didn't run himself already? It's one of those best not to think about it, because given everything else in the story.
Yeah, that's
look, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $6 goodbye, cost $6 US.
Yeah. Think about it.
It's a dumb, fun story, but it's basically one of those turn your brain off comics.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the whole thing, you could see that Lobo could have probably
figured it out.
The past version could have gone through the future version could have seen all of it, and it could have waited. Then
again, it's dude. Anything where you're trying to realize it, it's the point. That's the fun of it. You're supposed to be like, wait, that still doesn't make sense. That's the point. It's not meant to make sense.
Yeah, they could have been a probably way, but the writers and the editors decided to don't worry about it.
Don't see it. Yeah, this isn't canon anyway. It's just a dumb, fun story. But again, it's crazy fun. And again, does this give you a different understanding of the mask? More than anything.
The actual original mask, and without the Jim Carrey movie influences.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far up on what you saw in Joker mask, just not as violent.
Yeah.
That one was still toned down.
Yeah, that was kind of under so much violence. Eventually, if you go into this and are not used to that violence, you eventually you might as well get desensitized to all of it.
True, but again, the fact that like they showed in the first issue, the mask, he can just heal instantaneously. He's not bound by any, because just like a tune, there's a tune by whoop. Whereas Lobo has his own internal rules about how his healing works. But right here, this moment right there, just like, I, of course, don't have the hassle of waiting for a new body to grow. Again, that's the rules of the mask. There are no rules. So long as he wears the mask, he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's trying to get him to remove the mask. That's the issue. Again, I'm at least glad that Clyde didn't get killed. He could have. I'm at least glad he didn't. Even by the end of it all, he's just stranded way off in space, but that's still better than anyone else.
Yeah, that's like the.
I mean, the guy was just a low-level thief, nothing more. He just wanted money. That's all he wanted. It's like
not much of an asshole, making much of some.
Yep, and again, you gotta remember this as well. Even though the Lobo made him guilt, it was because the mask doing. Oh, by the way, did you notice this? He plugged up all of his holes.
Oh. One of those corks.
No, those are drain plugs. Look at the chains. Those are from drain plugs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's plugging it, literally plugging it. But there's a few corks for the smaller holes.
Yeah.
Again, I said, Doug Monkey, the artwork here.
Yeah, stuff to pull from the hammer space.
Now, how much have you known about Lobo? Is this your first big experience, or did you know him about the character well enough?
No, I know enough about Lobo into like Superman the animated series was probably the how most. Yeah, that's how Lobo is going to do. Then there's also some other instances where, not to mention like when we did the Vampire Batman trilogy and stuff, and I mentioned to you that that it had multiple different some villain who had wanted to kidnap different versions of Batman, and the Vampire Batman had a cameo in it. The way how I wrote it is that I had a Lobo hired as the one who kidnapped all those different versions.
Right.
I'll send you a link to it. Link to it, and it's old. It's almost a decade old.
Dude, you should see my fan fiction. You should see my old fan fiction. Some of which I'm not proud of. Some of which I still am, but a lot I'm not. But But this is Lobo. This is full on how Lobo usually is most of the time. This is unfiltered. Like if you ever seen the Lobo web series, this is that Lobo.
I know of it, but I have not actually sat down and actually watched
The voice
it.
of Grimm. The voice of Grimm was Lobo.
Okay. I remember that. Okay, that I remember. That cartoon. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, because I still remember.
I remember the designs.
Yeah, I still remember the girl. There's a girl there who's this waitress at a diner, and of course, Lobo always had she thinks Lobo's the sweetest guy, and yet he wants to beg her. And him and basically, I love it. It's like, of course, she realized she's caught now a deal between him and this other guy, voiced by Tom Kenny. Great voice as the waitress, and I just love it. He's like, this crazy guy said you were, and you guys were. Gaming to date me, but I knew he was lying. Bragging, hey, he lied. I said drill ya, not date ya. But you. He's finally realizing what kind of scumbag he is. But just the fact he's just like, he said you were betting to date me. Bragging, hey, he lied. I love it. Just I said drill ya, not date ya. Like for him, that's a big difference. But again, that's the funny thing about Lobo, and why I hate it when the New 52 tried to do a new Lobo.
Yeah, that was a complete.
I mean, I get it to a degree what they were going. They were trying to go back to how Lobo was in his early days, where he was the leaner and not as parody version. I get it. That's probably what they were trying to do.
Yeah, but it's probably it didn't.
No one wants that version. No one cares
for
that version.
Yeah, I think they were trying to slowly develop him in that version of Lobo to get back to the to something of a more familiar version of the what Lobo is known as.
Then they said screw it.
And just put him into a bottle on Brainiac ship.
And just get rid of him. Hey, if anyone wants to use him again, they can. But I love how guys like, nope, he's staying here. But yeah, but again, this was just, again, dumb fun.
Yeah. Brains on the coat hangers. And,
Yep. Hey, that would be an interesting one for you to go over, going over just the original Mask Mini, just the original one, and compare it to the movie.
Yeah, I probably should. I currently have the Throne of Atlantis script. That's still just needed a trivia list of the 2018 movie and that's written at the end. Then I also have like the for the man who has everything.
I'm not saying do it anytime now. I'm not saying do it anytime now.
But those are stuff that I currently have.
But you gotta be honest though, the severe differences between movie Mask and comic Mask, you can't tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Yeah, that's something. If I can find it on somewhere, we're gonna
watch
and record it.
There's omnibus. For the comic, the omnibus is pretty cheaply available. In fact, let me double check Amazon right now. The first Mask omnibus.
I might as well go. I could just look it up online and use the snipping tool also. I'm also at the.
I'm sorry. Yeah. The first volume is for Kindle $7 on Kindle.
Eventually, I would still need to use the snipping tool to get the scans and pages to the.
Hey, if you ever need those, dude, I can get them.
Okay.
I just go to Read All Comics and download them all from there.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do also.
See what I mean? Yeah, right.
Yeah. By the way, you asked about the Superman Brainiac stuff at some point. I got the scans, and I'm probably gonna start writing that also when
That would have to be a non-review. That will have to be a non-review.
Yeah, like we have with it under the Red Hood at some point.
Yeah, because I already did that with Tristan before, because we were
going over it all. I have gone over it, but we could go over it in that kind of.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. That was definitely a good one of not a one-for-one adaptation, but it kept true to the spirit of it.
Yeah, I have gotten the scans of it. I have, and I'll probably start writing on it at some point after I have the.
One of these days, I'd like to do a video where you and I go over some of your older videos, and I can give you some of my thoughts, because I think there have been some of the adaptations you might have been a little harsh on.
Yeah, that could be the Tower of Yeah, the adaptation. Yeah.
Like the Superman Batman adaptation. That's one of my favorites still.
Yeah, that depends on Public Enemies on the
Public
superhero
Enemies.
stuff.
Yeah, because what are you supposed to do? How else are you to fit it? It's one of those things of how can you adapt something which was technically a story arc that was concluding years worth of buildup?
Yeah, that's one of the. But there's that one thing I've actually noticed about what or complain more or less about it was the whole thing that Batman's whole role in it was pretty much written out and he was just there.
That's true. But again, you only have a limited amount. But I still think it could have been a lot worse. And I wish that writer got to do the third Superman Batman arc, because that was one I've been waiting to see adapted. The one where the Legion of Supervillains change history and raise Superman and Batman as despots.
Yeah, that's actually one of those that they should have adapted. And mostly it was just because that's basically Flashpoint before Flashpoint.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the two Superman Batman movies wanted to do that one. Unfortunately, the Supergirl one didn't sell well.
Yeah.
Hey, and what about the Green Lantern story? They're trying to figure out which ones those are based off of course.
Yeah, I think the first flight was somewhat on the Twilight Emerald Dawn or something. I have some vague memories that it wasn't in the Emerald Dawn where Hal went into the central power battery, came out of it, started with the power, and the Emerald Dawn he was kind of foreshadowed that is when he was supposed to get infected with parallax so that the Emerald Twilight could happen.
Well, to be fair, Emerald Dawn obviously was made before Emerald Twilight, and that's more of a case what was retconned that Emerald Dawn is when he was infected.
No, yeah. Jeff Johns did it kind of like that, but those were actually some as that were it was all done by accident.
Well, yeah, exactly. It was done by accident. And again, that was Jeff Johns connecting threads that the writers who did those two stories didn't even think about. Just like originally, Hal was going to be older, hence why he had the gray hair. But then, of course, Jeff Johns said, "Oh no, he was stressed out. That's why he had the gray hair." Okay, but we should be wrapping up. We're just rambling now, kind of like me and Liana, just rambling.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
And may your heart be your guiding game.